Now here's something, because I come from the medical field also, it's inherent in women. If you feel yourself doing this as a woman,
Squat down, boys.
I need to know this stuff.
It's funny, you know, you laugh at it. It's not because you have bad form, it's because your hips are wider for the birthing canal and your knees come in. It's a woman's body structure. The thing you really have to concentrate on, because on these, doing these, it corrects form. It'll correct your form. If you feel all off balance, look at what you're doing. The knee should come straight up. The arms should not cross the center line on your body, because if you cross the center line on your body, something needs to compensate for it. If this goes this way, this has got to come out this way to compensate for it. How much? A little bit. Maybe this much every stride. Every stride, an 800 you're running, wasted energy of the sprint start. And they had Justin Gatlin out there. Man, this guy's incredible. They found, and there was two theories of thought, how to do a sprint start. You get out as far as you can and get going, and then work back into your stride and turn it over quick, build it up, or take quick steps out of the blocks and build it up. So there's two philosophies of thought. These are the best coaches in the world, and it was about even split. So they did a lot of testing in it, times. I mean, they had pressure off the block to third step. The differences between shortening your step and getting that, staying within your power to the third step, and getting out as long as you can, was 3/4 of a second and 3 steps. 3/4 of a second, and the distance was less than a foot difference. 3/4 of a second. So basically, they said that if we get our athletes to that third step, that 3/4 of a step further, no one's going to touch them. So what's that tell you? By bringing that foot back and getting on your toes underneath yourself and in your power, it's so much more efficient. So much more efficient. All right. The exact same thing but different. How you like that? Exact same thing for different. Same, basically what it is, we got the skipping down, we got skipping for height. We're going to go skipping for distance now. This also develops that power in that lower leg and that drive that you need when you run. You're going from this, high knees for height, to high knees for distance. Here we go again. High knees for height. That's what you just did. To high knees for distance.
Yes.
Yep, and you're still driving off the ball of that foot. That drive is from that.
It's the same in every aspect, except you're driving out instead of up. Knees still going above the waist, still driving with the elbows, still staying on the toes. Harder to stay on the toes. When you bring that leg down, instead of driving out, you're staying within your power, right to the toe, and drive through it. All right?
Annie, knee fire. There you go.
Ready? Go. Get out there as far as you can.
Nice.
Remember, it's a lot to think about when you're doing this, but really try to stay off your heels. Try to stay off your heels. That's what's going to, the reason why people get on their heels is they're still trying to get out too far with that leg. It's driving that knee up and getting it underneath you in that power position off the toe, and then driving it off again. We want to get you away from driving it out and landing on that heel. The biggest two things you need to concentrate on during these drills and also when you run is utilizing the elbow, not the hand up here. From here down should be really relaxed. You drive with the elbow and think about driving that knee up. When you get tired and still being able to run efficiently, you're still thinking about that knee coming up, because that knee is a pendulum. If you get the knee up and think about the big toe, it lands perfectly underneath you. If you don't get the knee up, you end up heel striking or midfoot striking, having to transition, and you're running out the back the whole time. Keep you from getting on your heels. And I'm glad the grass is wet, because you're gonna see people that are still running on their heels, they're gonna slip. Yeah, all right? What you need to do, we're gonna transition, we're gonna just do a little weave through the cones, through the stakes, but I want you to turn it over quick and try to get through them as fast as you can. Quick transition, because you can transition quicker when you stay on your toes. Who plays basketball? You guys play basketball? Guy comes to you. Can you react quicker to him when you're standing flat-footed or on your toes?
On my toes.
You have to stay on your toes.
Yes, my son, he says
I'm coaching a 14-year-old girl right now who plays for Gonzaga Prep. Great skills. Another one of those people that has terrible running. She has this foot that comes out like this. Been doing it for all her life. Coach says, you know, you've got great skills, but you're getting beat every time down the court. I've worked with her for 5 sessions. Coach, what are you doing different? You look amazing now. And all it is I got her to think about the knee as a pendulum, got her away from doing this and getting her up on her toes. And she reacts so much quicker now. All I want you to do here is stay on your toes and a quick turnover. So you're going to get through the stakes real quick just by doing this.
Slalom skiing, but that's...
Woo! Really?
Calm down.
Should maybe leave a little more room in front before we go.
Space yourself out some more.
Does it feel a little different?
Yeah.
Way more agile.
A little bit different. You feel that speed that you didn't have before? Isn't that crazy?
I don't feel like such a block.
Feels like such a block?
I don't feel like such
Oh, you don't feel like such a block. Because now what you're doing is creating momentum and a continuation of motion when you're running. And you're not stopping yourself on every step. It's so easy, but so hard to grab the concept if no one ever told you. What we're going to do now is I'm going to show you that no matter how tired you get, you can still do this. So I'm going to set up a little bit of a course here so that you can utilize all the skills that you just learned and put it all together. Okay? Everybody bring it in. I don't mind yelling, because that's just the way I am.
Yeah, me too.
I don't call it yelling, I call it getting my point across.
Exactly.
Basically, we're going to put all these skills together. High knees through here. We're going to go around that stake. High knees for height. Down to these stakes, go around these two. High knees for distance. Around pull out those stakes on the end. High knees for height around that stake, and then you're going to zigzag back through here.
So it's
Okay?
essentially the progression that we did.
Exactly. So it's gonna look like this. You start here. You say go. Remember, it's not sideways running. Get here. High knees for height. Get here. High knees for distance. Right here. Quick through the stakes. We're going to go through that 4 times. All right. How many people still didn't feel speed over here? You didn't feel any speed?
A little bit, not as much as I needed to.
It was incredible how fast you guys were still going through here. But you were tired and still running fast because you were lifting your knees, turning it over, and staying underneath yourself. You can run fast and efficiently when you're tired. All you have to do is concentrate on lifting that knee. Is it going to happen right away? I talked to Annie about this. Annie said, "Gosh, I want to do this. How far can I run right now?" I would start out 1 to 2 minutes at a time. Tomorrow, if your lower legs are not sore, I'll be surprised. Ice bath tonight. At least from the lower legs down.
I'm gonna get him with Stina.
And question was, that's all we get to run is 2 minutes? 1 to 2 minutes? No, what I want you to do is 1 to 2 minutes at a time and then walk. And when you walk, I want you to concentrate on lifting your knees and pushing off that big toe. Lifting the knees and pushing off that big toe right underneath. Walk for a minute and then do that 1 to 2 minutes again. Right here. This is all it's got to be. Right here. But you're training yourself what's right and what's wrong. You're getting away from this, which about 60% of you were doing on the way here, to this. My exertion level is less, but I'm going faster. Faster with less effort. I like that idea.
How quick can we build then? Like a minute a week or?
I would, depending on how sore your legs are and how your feet adapt to it, some people are going to adapt to it quicker than others, just because of the form. Go by how tired your feet feel, because your feet are going to be taking the blunt of it, because you're not used to being up here. I would progress no more than probably 10% a week. So add 30 seconds at the most. 20 to 30 seconds, yeah. Great, that's actually a very good question. Some people are very natural breathers. They can breathe the whole time. I get so out of breath. I tell people start out on when you're running easy, in on 3 steps, out on 3 steps, in on 3 steps, out on 3 steps. As you start getting more tired, in on 2 steps, out on 2 steps. It's a good cycle to get into. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of do a little cool down. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to start here and we're going to do some runs on the grass, striders, and we're going to break into those 3 groups again, and all it is a slow build. Slow build, quicker turnover, quicker turnover, quicker turnover, and
slow
then bring it on down. Nice
Don't go
and easy.
faster than me.
Nice and easy, staying off your heels. Good.
I'm almost at a jet ski.
Quicker, and then slowly bring it down. Slowly bring it down.
You're almost next to me.
And run nice and easy, keeping your feet underneath you. All right. All right. Here we go. Yeah. Excellent. Wasn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to show you something. Okay, let's go back. Okay, she went faster because I pushed on her back, but what did you notice about her stride?
Stay the same.
It turned over quicker. Let's watch that again. Let's go this way. All right. Now let's come back.
So the strike length stays
The
same.
length is
Yeah, the length
turnover
stays, we just
faster.
turn over more.
So it's not about reaching out, it's about turnover to go faster.
What is turnover? Is that like your feet going fast? Oh,
Yep.
cadence. Gotcha.
It's cadence, repetition.
Gotta talk
Okay.
military to some of us.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all you had to say.
Yep. It's about teaching your body. It's not about this. It's about staying within your power and teaching it to turn over faster. You'll find once you condition yourself to do this, you can do this forever because it's efficient. And you're wasting so much, I mean, you're gaining so much more energy because you're wasting very little. And all it is a momentum thing. And when you get to hills, it's even more fun.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, how many people hate hill repeats? They go, oh, those things suck. Try this on hills. Seriously, keep within your power, and when you get to the hill, lean into the hill and fall up it. Let your feet catch up to you. You go, that was that hill I hated before? God, that was easy. All right, any questions to that? Do you feel like you got something out of it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Don't
That was my goal.
Day racing careful.
Yeah.
Streets.
be very careful with progressing in this. I have a friend that raced triathlons for years, raced against me, and decided he was going to go totally the barefoot thing because it felt so good. It felt, because it does. I mean, running on the grass barefoot feels great. Strength is the bottom of your feet. Strength. He went into it too quick. He was out for 7 months with a stress fracture in his foot. You're going to be sore tomorrow, and I want to tell you, if you start, how many people get their Achilles tendons really get sore a lot? I get totally away from it. Get you. You got steps in your house?
Yes.
2 sets of 15 eccentrics. They found that the eccentric movement to the Achilles tendon is the most beneficial thing to go to. So you got a rail on your step. Get on the balls of your feet. Down 4 seconds. Slow down. All the way down. All the way down. All the way down. Straight knee. Straight knee stretches your calf, your gastroc. Bend your knees in. That stretches your soleus. Come up quick. Back down. Straight knee. Straight knee. Get down to the bottom. Bend the knees in. 2 seconds. Back up. Set of 15. Rest a little bit. Do it again. Within a week, your Achilles tendon problems will be gone.